Now this is the fiddly bit. I'm drilling a hole in a brass plate to fit a bushing that will eventually repair this clock that is rather broken. Anyway, I should explain where I am and what I'm doing. I'm a member of the Epping Forest Horological Centre, where we offer classes for amateurs and professionals for all types of clocks and watches in our well-equipped workshop.
Here we have a Breitling 7750 movement. Here you see the rotor of the movement, and here you see the balance, which is rotating at 21,600. And the rotor actually rotates around when your wrist moves, and it winds the movement. So when this rotor moves, it winds the movement, and it winds the mainspring, which has got energy inside it, the kinetic energy released from it, and then it powers out the wheels, the third, fourth escape wheel. Then it comes to the pallet, and then it clicks on to the balance.
That's going to be a tricky task then.
No, we have. And it's an automatic horology as well.
Yes.
They stole our Swiss lever. They call it Swiss lever.
And
right?
it's one of our levers.
Well, it's called a Mudge. It was discovered by Mr. Mudge.
And how long did it take you to build all this? Because it's very intricate.
Not as long as you think, really. It took me longer to think about it and plan it and to actually make it. As I said before, everything is repeated, but in different sizes. So all the wheels, the gears, that is, if you, are basically bigger or smaller, but all the same type of gear. So once you've drawn one, you just keep it making them bigger or smaller using the same base, basically. So it's not as difficult as it sounds. You just need to get your head round all the ratios that's going on there and not get them mixed up.
And what did you find the most difficult thing to do when you're building this?
Difficult? Aesthetics, by far aesthetics, making it look interesting, hopefully, and minimising the amount of metal there, so the brass doesn't hit you too much in the face. In actual fact, it's going to be gold plated and possibly silver or excuse me, or some other process. We haven't decided yet, but again, it will show up different parts of the orrery, the differences in the different parts.
And did you find any benefit of being part of EFHC when you were making this?
Oh yes, excuse me. Come in here, you can talk to people, and there's always going to meet people who might have ideas, because I'm never too proud not to listen to other people's ideas. You should never kid yourself that your ideas are the best. You hope they are at that time, but generally speaking, someone comes up with something that you think is interesting, and then you act on it, basically.
So you found it a great benefit to be part of the club?
Absolutely. It'd be a vanity to say you're not influenced by other people's ideas.
At any rate, thank you very much for that, Glenn. It's been a pleasure to see it and to listen to what you've had to say about it.
Thank you very much, Roy.
You're welcome. You're going to spend much more time now to finish it. You've got this far.
I suspect at least 2 or 3 years more.
Wow.
You work on it and you want to change, so you
have spurts at it, do you?
so it goes in little sessions, and then when you run out of steam doing it or fed up with it, you go on to something else and then come back.
Yeah, that's understandable. Can I just see this roll?
Yeah.
Can I just tilt it?
Yeah.
You start it off for us.
It's stuck.
Here we go, look at that. Amazing piece of work. Everyone a winner, look at that.
And it wasn't everyone a winner before, until I remade so many bits.
That's brilliant work. And not only does it work that way, but it will tilt up at the end of the cycle.
It sticks to the...
And then it will run back. And this is the whole mechanism of the clock, keeping time.
In its final construction, there is a linkage from the table to the clock mechanism itself.
But this is the basis of the timekeeping.
Correct.
Which apparently is not that accurate, is that true?
No, John Wilding quotes in there that of all its qualities, timekeeping is its least.
Well, thank you very much for bringing it in and showing it. We'll love to see it when it's all finished and polished. Sure. Thank you very much. What did you find the most difficult thing to construct whilst you're making the clock?
In terms of construction, the pallet assembly was probably the most difficult. There are some quite fine tolerances needed, and not only that, the setup of the pallet so that you get an appropriate motion is critical, i.e. the length of the pallets, the spring strength, etc., etc.
Okay, and did you get much useful help from EFHC during the time you were making this clock?
Oh, absolutely. It was an item of interest, and I had just mentioned that one of the members of the Tuesday afternoon session where I've been coming has actually made one prior to, probably 10 years prior to me starting this one. So there was good advice there and suggestions for things to change or things to not touch. So yeah, I had a lot of input.
It's a very nice clock. You've made a wonderful job of it, and thank you for bringing it along to show us.
Thank you. I'm very pleased with it.
Yeah, well done.
I hope that's whetted your appetite, but if you have any questions, contact our membership secretary, who will be delighted to assist you. To summarise, we offer clock and watch classes for up to 14 people in our morning, afternoon and evening sessions. usually on a 40-week annual basis, with very affordable prices so anyone can afford to join. So why not try something new and join us today? Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to carry on.